Hello, it is 12:40 on Monday. I have been done with students since 9:15. And since then I've just been checking emails, attending PLC meetings. I just finished up a leadership meeting, like looking at stuff for upcoming lessons. And now I'm ready to take a break because I have a bit of a headache and I'm hungry and I just need to like take a break and get some fresh air. While I've been planning, I've also been listening to the closing arguments of the Derek Chauvin case. And I heard some of the closing arguments of the prosecution. I heard more of the closing arguments of the defense just because of my schedule. That's what I was able to hear more of. And it's just like astounding. Like, I understand that's the attorney's job, but to simultaneously be playing video where someone is literally saying like, I can't breathe, get off me, and then somehow insinuate that what we're seeing is not what's actually occurring. It's pretty bold, but that's essentially what he's saying, that, you know, don't believe what you see, and the officer acted as any good officer would, and he said that phrase numerous times, like a good officer would do this, a good officer would do that, which is all true, but a good officer would also at some point realize this person is saying that he can't breathe over and over. Perhaps he can't. So let's see if we can transition him to another position so that he can breathe. So that is happening. I think they're on a break because the closing argument for the defense was it's extremely long. Like, I think it's been 2 hours and the judge just had to like stop him to say we need a lunch break, and then he's gonna finish some more, and I think then the prosecution has a rebuttal. So that's been in the background. I don't know if that's the best idea for me to be watching because I'm already like in this just mental state where negative news isn't really going to help, but at the same time I want to know what's going on and what's being said. So I'm getting ready to go get something to eat and just kind of take a break. Like, I'm gonna take an hour lunch and maybe run an errand or two and pick up something to eat and then come back and finish working. But I wanted to check in and say hello. And I think that's it. That's all I really have to say. Monday, like, it's the same every single Monday. They watch the Weekend Wrap, the newscast, and then they do the vocabulary activity through FlowCab. They do the Monday mood check-in. I have been liking those. There's been a couple of students each week that I've had to reach out to because of, based on their responses on the form, and they all have seemed appreciative of me like reaching out to them to make sure everything's okay. But that's pretty much it, how Mondays go. So I'm gonna try and focus and get as much planning and work as I can get done today. And not overdo it too much because I'm just kind of like, honestly, I'm just like in a mental funk. And I'm not sure what it's about. I think it's about a lot of different things. So I'm just like trying to do the best that I can to get things done in spite of me feeling that way. So I'm gonna take a break, get some fresh air, and continue. Okay, it is now a little bit after 3:30. After I finished talking to you guys last time, I decided to make sure I had everything posted and ready for tomorrow. Excuse me, so that I didn't have to worry about that. And then I went outside because I didn't feel like being indoors anymore, ran a couple errands, and picked up some chips and guacamole for lunch and a Starbucks. And then I just finished eating that and relaxing for a bit. The rest of the day I plan on like lesson planning, more so focusing on history because I need to like really map out the Civil War because I want to, you know, do it right, because this was a goal that I had for myself to at least get to this point. Well, really to get to Reconstruction, but I think given the fact that I've had a minimal amount of time with history, getting it to the Civil War is an accomplishment. And I want to set the stage for next year and just kind of build upon things as each year passes. I just finished scrolling through Instagram, and I know Megan has already recommended, she just happened to post these 2 books on her Instagram account about Abraham Lincoln was one, and then the other one was called How the South Won the Civil War, I think. both of which are on Audible. So I just purchased those using my credits, and then I'll probably get the hard copy of the book as well. So there's that. I thought I would take a break from teaching stuff and then show you the packages that I have. This one just came in the mail, and this one is for my hair. So on the weekends, my hair is pretty much tied up the entire weekend because that just seems to work the best for me. And so I came across this company. Somebody mentioned it in a comment way back when, and I know that I looked then, but I didn't order anything, and then it popped up on my Instagram feed again. And so these are all by Go Natural, and what I wanted was turbans that were pre-made, because I'm lazy, that I could wear on the weekends, and they would be a little bit more like fancy looking or had a little bit more variety. So I ordered several of them. So this one is the black one. You can see it's pre-tied, it's pre-made, and there is, I believe it's a satin lining on the inside to protect my hair. I ordered these in the, I think this is the medium, small to medium, I don't know. I have a big head and I'm a little nervous to make sure that this is gonna fit, but I don't have a ton of hair, and when I read the description, it said that this is made to fit most heads, and it does stretch. So I got one in black, you know, because black goes with everything. The other, and they come in these nice little bags. The other color that I got, I just broke this bag. The other one that I got is like this rose color. Same thing, just a different color. They're all gonna be the same thing, just a different color. Same satin lining. And I wanted to get these because like sometimes on the weekends I have other things to do besides run errands, and I want to at least look like I'm trying with my hair, but also keep it wrapped up. So this one has a print. I don't remember what this one is called. I'll try and remember to link them all in the description box. They're definitely a little bit more pricey, but I think with the satin lining and having them pre-wrapped and just the convenience of it, I was willing to do that. The wraps that I have been wearing are just wraps that I got from Amazon that I have to wrap myself. So this one has a print, you know, when I want to be extra fancy. And I believe, I'm pretty sure this is a black owned business, so that is always a good thing. And then the last one I got was in just this black and white color here. So has a pattern, it's black and white. So if I'm going somewhere, but my hair still needs to be, you know, hibernating, then I at least have these to give myself a little like pizzazz. Because keeping it twisted from Friday to Monday morning seems to work really well for me. And so I'd like to do that as often as possible. Now, for some reason, I have plans that don't allow me to keep my hair wrapped up. I don't see what kind of plans those would be, but should that happen, we'll deal with that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So those came in the mail, and this is for 10% off your next order. And again, this is what they look like. The company is called Go Natural, and I will add that to the description box. Then the next things I got have been sitting here for days. That just came in the mail today. And this is a birthday present. I got a gift card from my Auntie Melba to Macy's, and I had been looking at some new cookware because the cookware that I have is fine, but it's not the best quality and it's wearing out. So I thought, well, maybe I can find some nice cookware at Macy's. So I got a couple of things. And this stuff was on sale too. I think either this was on sale or Macy's was just having a really good sale. So I saved quite a bit. I wish if I had my phone, I can tell you how much, but one of the reasons why I pulled the trigger is that I had a gift card and the sale was really good. So let me just... So the first thing that I got is this is all from Martha Stewart. This is heavy, and it is a nice yellow, it's really heavy, a nice yellow enameled cast iron. I think these are technically, well, this says enameled cast iron 6-quart round casserole. I don't know if this is also what people refer to when they say Dutch oven. I'm not sure, and I don't really care because I just liked it. So I bought this, nice and yellow. even though yellow is not necessarily my favorite color. There's a lot of yellow in my house, so obviously I was gonna pick yellow. I think they had like gray and blue and some, I think another color, but I don't remember. And then this other one, I don't want to pick it up, so I'm just gonna open it here. I'll show it to you in the box, and then once I figure out how to get it out of the box, I'll show you the pieces individually. So this is also from Martha Stewart, and it's a 12-piece cookware set. So everything you see in the picture is in the box. I believe the color that I got, yeah, is gray, which is why that little square is there. So now that I'm winded opening that box and trying to move that box around, those two packages have been just sitting here for the last week or so because I just didn't have the energy or even the motivation to open up those packages, but I'm going to try and get that done, oh, the lighting. There we go. I'm gonna try and get all of that unpacked and washed today. I don't even know if I'll use it or use them right now, because there's a part of me that just hates, let me rephrase that. There's some things that I really want to do to my kitchen that I can't do now. So I'm like, I don't want to use the nicer cookware until my kitchen is exactly the way that I want it. That's the thought process I have at the moment. I understand that that's irrational and ridiculous because my kitchen is not horrific. I would just like better countertops and better flooring. And so I just envision myself using these nice pieces of cookware in a much nicer kitchen, but we don't know when that's gonna happen. But I didn't want to wait, so I had the gift card. Like I said, it was on sale and I took advantage of that. So just wanted to share that with you. I'm looking forward to trying these head wraps, and I think that's it. I showed you guys my clothes yesterday from Ann Taylor Loft. I just wanted some summer wear, but now it is time for me to end my break and go back and sit down. I'm going to continue to lesson plan, I think, from the couch and not be upstairs in the office. So I'm gonna go take care of that right now, and I will check in with you guys a little bit later. I just got home from the walk with Riley. I think I'm just gonna end the vlog here. I got a little bit of work done with lesson planning, mostly on language arts. Like, I feel like I can't start or get back to planning for history until I know exactly what I'm doing with language arts for the rest of the week. And that's taking a minute because these last few passages in Unit 2 all require some kind of background building to occur. So the last passage is a speech. I forget the name of the person, but basically the kids need to know about the crisis in Syria, like what was happening, because he references that, and I feel the need for them to know that. And it takes a minute to find like clips that are succinct enough for kids to pay attention to, yet clear enough for them to understand. And this is one of the things that I think some people don't understand, and by some people I mean some parents. So last week, if you saw my stories on Instagram, last week a parent sent me this long email about several different things that were of concern to her in relation to her son. And one of those things was she was insinuating that she wanted me to grade things quicker and get grades in quicker, which I've said many times I would love to do that, but grading is not the only thing that I do. It's kind of one of those things that I do it as soon as I feel like I have the breathing room to do it. But for me, lesson planning is always the priority. And I don't think people realize sometimes lesson planning takes me a minute because I'm not just going by like what's mapped out in the TE. Like if I feel like I need to find some things to go along with it, I do that. And sometimes that takes time, especially if this is your first time teaching something. So hopefully this time next year, or when this passage comes up next year, I won't have to put this kind of time into it, because I always save all the videos and links either in a playlist on YouTube, or I make sure to put it on planbook.com because all that carries over. But that's what's frustrating, is it's not like I'm not working. It's just that I'm putting in work elsewhere that I think is important. So that's what I have to say about that tangent. So I'm gonna finish that up. Well, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna wear tomorrow, and then cook, and then finish that up, and then start doing some more with the Civil War. So if you enjoyed today's vlog, please give this a thumbs up. I'll show you the pots and pans tomorrow, I think, when I wash them. The fact that I got them out of that box is a success, and that's about as far as I can go with that. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do that, especially if you want to see what I plan to wear tomorrow, because I will share that in the morning. It's the same name, Smarty Style. And as always, I hope that you guys are well, and if you're not well, please be well, and I will see you guys tomorrow.